Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Come on, set. 8, read. You ain't going nowhere. Twist on travel. Come. Out. Wide. Get wide. Show it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
36. Jim. Check your hot read.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Steele. And he's got Moncrief. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Hey, here we go. 61, matchbox lights. No. Hey, Haywood. 55.
To throw on 2nd down. Steele. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
SOS. Bravo. SOS. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Hit it.
From the gun, Steele. And he finds Cook. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Bears 49-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 45 to Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Steele. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 31. Check 31. Hey, exit. 58 to Mike.
On third down, Steele. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And how about that? Big shot to start the game complete. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Pushing through the contact. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, wahoo! Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Shoot!
On 1st and 10, Steele. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, team 6. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. 5.
To throw again. Steele. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on third down. Steele. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Go now. 70, Indy. Check. Look, squeeze. He's coming, double up. Hey, echo. Mike 22. 3 buzz. Mike 22, he's coming.
2nd and 11. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready?
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Looking to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Watch the run. Slam. Switch. Under 10. Bam. Check, nickel. Check.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Good track. Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the glass. Watch the ship. Go on. Watch the ship. Go.
2nd and 5. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First down, here's the run with Cook. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 24. Back. Check. Lucky. Fire.
On 2nd down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
You're out. Hey, Delta. Whip. Watch the whip. Hit it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down.
Go. I need one over here. Go. Snap.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
90, wolf. Rip right. Look, squeeze. Check. Fan. Switch.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Five. 58 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Ready?
On third down, Steele. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Come on,
after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And 58 is a Mike. Go.
Throwing again. Steele. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I'll get him.
From the gun, Steele. It's caught. Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On first down, Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw on second down. Steele. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, you got D? Hey, exit. 56. Check 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Operating from the gun. Steele. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Leo! Hey, wahoo! 22, Mike 22. Here we go. Kill. Rock it. Alert flare.
Second and 10. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, Sam off. Check 99. Watch twist. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Bang, bang. You're out. Bang, bang. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Crossfire.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. 4 down. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Look, squeeze. Watch safety creep. Watch out.
Back to throw. Steele. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Echo. You got tight right there. 58's the money. 58's the money. Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
From the gun, Steele. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go. Pilot, 64, win. 70, Indy. Get it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Ready. 18, Gator. Hey, Charlie. Light 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Go on. Deep, tighten up. Check 52.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Complete to Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 10. And the Bears 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 22, Mike 22. I know he ain't got it.
They'll look to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go for it all. It's intercepted, but they'll... So very close to a turnover there. Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Leo. Rush in. Rock it. Out. Wide. Hey, lock it. Showing it. Check. Go.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They run it again with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
SOS. Hey, Sam off. Joker. And fight.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Set. And over. 58, right there. Here we go. Check. Fresno. You're out. Fresno. He's coming. Look at me. Go.
They run. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All right, now.
It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Switch. No. Off. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Bam. Let's go.
On first down, Cook
Check.
flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Switch. Under 10.
Now Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Oh, here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got White here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. That's complete to White. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Best quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Let's go. 50, plant. You ain't got nothing. Rock it. Look at me. Zip up down.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Like 22. Come on, D. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Watch the eye. Shit. Check 9, check 8. Sam on. Hey, watch it. Check 3. Watch that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. You're out. 49. Check 49. Big grip.
Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. On second down now, it's Edwards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
It was Jalen Harrison on the stop. 5 yards on the play.
Here we go. 8 yards.